So yeah, take one.
Take one. All right. Oh, what episode 3?
Uh,
Okay, so no. Welcome to another episode of our, I guess, our nameless vodcast show where we talk about
still nameless.
Yeah.
Still nameless.
But we talk about geek culture, news, and lifestyle. I guess this episode we will talk about
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Correct. And the reason we're doing that is because last week we were at Classic Comics, our home away from home.
It's like we never left, right? We're still
much.
here in Classic Comics. Please
Pretty
come by
much.
and visit.
And yeah, I mean, last week we spoke about Thor 2. This week, tie-in episode with Thor 2 as well. So yeah, we're going to make this episode into a 3-part episode. And let's just get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I think
Cool.
first thing we wanted to address is that we're 8 episodes into this new series,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I think it's something that was quite highly anticipated. We all
Yeah.
were keen to. We were all big fans of the movies.
Yep.
Well, some were bigger
Well,
fans of
Thor,
different parts of
that's the thing that I want to bring up. The great thing about this is the fact that it actually addressed my concerns about Thor 2. See, and you know, anyone that
Say the
you know,
line. Say the line. Just.
Look, I called Thor 2, it should be renamed as Aliens on Asgard, but they actually did attack that and sort of said, hey, you know what? Asgardians are pretty much aliens, but we didn't know how to explain what they are, so, you know, we'll name them gods, which
That
makes
to
perfect
me
sense.
is a logical.
Well, it
that's
makes
the
perfect
Marvel
sense to me
Cinematic
more,
Universe.
and I know someone like our mate Alex is probably still going to be like, no, but it actually makes it a little bit more sense to me now, if especially the
So,
fact that they're addressing that.
Now that
So-
they've said that, are you
I'm still
coming
not-
around with Thor?
No,
You still aren't-
I'm still funny about the the laser gun, the pew pew pew. I'm still a bit funny about that.
This guy with the laser guns. Well,
You know.
So, do you like the series at all? Because there's a lot of laser guns.
okay,
in
so
that,
well,
in the show.
in Shield itself, look, let me say it this way: the first 2 episodes, and I know a lot of people have sort of asked me, "Hey, is it good?" I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I'm not enjoying it. First 2 episodes, it's not enough for you to get hooked. I guess it's more so introing everything. That's how I see it. I mean,
it was kind of formulaic, using that whole
Yeah.
monster of the week sort
oh,
of.
definitely.
Very episodic in nature.
I like it. Well, by episode 3-4, I gotta say I'm really starting to enjoy it. And yeah, episode 1 and 2, I was very 50-50 about it. I did say, I don't know what to think of it. It's good, but it's got it's yes and no. So
Well, one thing
I
that
am enjoying it.
One thing that I thought was pretty interesting about it was that in the first episode,
Mhm.
they pretty much ruin a pretty important part of Iron Man 3, do they not? The
Extremis.
The Extremis, yeah.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I guess
Well,
7 months is the.
I think that's a long-term storyline for the whole series, though. For maybe
well,
season 1,
that's what they
maybe
seem to
season
be
1,
building
it's
up
the whole
to.
centipede thing. So, look, as an overall, how do I say this? Man, how do I explain this? The whole storyline with S.H.I.E.L.D. is you've got Agent Coulson, who is taking a whole, would you call them a bunch of ragtag dudes that...
It was pretty interesting that
It
all
is,
of
isn't
these
it?
guys didn't really know each other. Normally with Avengers they're getting pre-established characters, but I guess they did the right thing getting characters who weren't, as far as I'm aware, existing in the comic book universe.
Not that I know of either. But look, can I just say I've got the only concern I have with it, which is I know it's a bit. It has to be done, but everyone in the show almost seems to be too good looking to be that character.
That's not a complaint. No,
I
think the bigger issue
not
is
realistic.
that it's got the Joss Whedon thing where everyone's a little bit too witty for the show. Forget about how they look. I mean, I'm not that superficial that I'd say that they're too attractive to be on TV. But I think one of the flaws or one of the issues that might become evident, and it was the case in the Avengers movie, was that I felt that everyone was a little bit too clever for their own good and a little bit too funny, almost.
Yeah, they all at the moment, but it's just a typical Joss Whedon series, though. It is absolutely, you can feel it straight away. I mean,
the tone of the show works, though.
Yeah, it
We can
does.
agree on that.
I'm a huge fan of Buffy and Angel, and this still has that feel to it. You know what I mean?
To me, I wasn't a huge fan of Buffy or Angel, but I think the bottom line is that we're enjoying the show so far. That it's not without its complaints, but yeah, it's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think it's. I don't want to jinx it, especially being a Joss Whedon series, but I think this one's got legs. What do you think?
I definitely think so. I'm enjoying it. So, like I said before, anyone who has only watched the first 2 episodes and are questioning it, I can understand where you're coming from. I did the exact same thing, but episode 3 onwards, it does get better. And by, episode 8 now? Episode 8
Give
really
it more
did
than
it
2
for me.
episodes. Come on.
Yeah.
who is that busy that they can't watch another few episodes of this show? Another 40 minutes per episode.
True,
right?
true. All right, cool. So look, we'll end up part 1 for now. We will be right back with part 2.
Part 2?
Where
we'll just talk a little bit about the characters.
Yeah,
and,
definitely, and break it up a little bit. Okay, so stay watching.
Like feeling sore? Do you
When I do chest stuff, I feel sore around there.
I'm big! Okay, welcome back. So we're back here with episode 3, and this week we're going to call it, the Two Guys in the Comic Shop episode?
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. When I did Sin FM, there were posters everywhere that said, "Don't ever say welcome back because your viewers or listeners never went anywhere. They stayed on the radio."
Yeah,
so.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so welcome back to... Oh, I just said welcome back to that discussion. All right.
2001! Is my shirt going to explode? Get it higher up, isn't that what they say? You know, you want to, you don't want it to be, you don't want to waste your size at the bottom.